Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel.
Yo, I ain't here for the money, I ain't here for the fame. Though it might be nice to own a jet plane, I'ma do it all for you. Come along and see it's true, but the world is pretty cold.
For today, I decided that I was going to do a little Q&A so you guys can get to know me a little better. I asked you guys to comment some questions on my TikTok. If you guys aren't following my TikTok, it'll be down below. And yeah, let's get started. The first question is, how old are you? I'm 19. I turned 19 January 9th. Next question is, if being an influencer wasn't a choice, what would you be? I've actually thought about this question like a lot because I know getting into social media and being an influencer is kind of hard. If being an influencer wasn't a choice, I've thought about CSI, crime scene investigating, or I would do real estate. I would do real estate, yeah. The next question is, what is your fandom called? I decided to call you guys Las Mariposas, which if you don't know, it's butterflies in Spanish. So the next question is, if you had to go to college, where would you go and what profession would you choose? Honestly, I haven't thought a lot about college because after high school, I was like,
Oh, hell no!
if I were to go to college, it would probably still be in Texas where I live. What profession would I choose? I would probably try to go for, something doing with like CSI or real estate, which you don't really need college for real estate, but it helps. So, yeah. The next question is, what is something you regret? There's a lot of things I regret, honestly. Probably my biggest regret is not living my life to the fullest when I should have been, and not taking opportunities when I should have. If you ever have an opportunity, take it. Take that opportunity, because no matter, you only get that opportunity once. You only get to do that thing once, with those people or with whatever. And, I wish I would have taken more opportunities and made more memories with people. But yeah. Next question is, would you go back to your ex if he really changed? I'm laughing about this because obviously the answer is no. Absolutely not. Honestly, if you're my ex for a reason. I only give people one shot. If you mess it up, you mess it up and you're gone. I'm sorry, but I don't have time to be giving multiple chances to people who are just going to keep ruining their chances, So yeah, no, I would not go back to an ex if they really changed. I don't care if you changed. You didn't change while I was with you, so I moved on, and I do have a boyfriend now, so, definitely not. No. The next question is, what do you look for in a relationship? Honestly, I do have a boyfriend now, and everything he does is what I've been looking for. But going into the relationship, all I really looked for is loyalty, communication, basically just those two, because, being in past relationships, they lacked those two things. So I was really just looking for those two things, but my boyfriend is amazing. He literally gives me so much more than that. Literally love him the most. So the next question is, how old were you when you realized you wanted to be an influencer? Honestly, I've always wanted to be an influencer ever since I was younger. At first, I wanted to be a famous singer or a dancer. Then later realized I can't do any of those things very well. So I started watching a lot of YouTube as I was younger, and a lot of vloggers and a lot of YouTubers and stuff like that. And I always was like, yo, I want to be like them. That seems so cool, So yeah, here we are. The next question is, if you were to get a tattoo, where would you get it and what would it be? Honestly, I'm planning to get my first tattoo very, very soon. It's going to be basically a heart. I'll see if I can find a picture or a reference, and I'll put it in the video. But it's going to be a heart, and it's going to be stitched up and stuff because I did have heart surgery. And then I don't know if I want it to be a bracelet type thing, but with the AKG lines from my heartbeat, it's gonna be either it's gonna go around I'll see if I can find a picture because this probably doesn't really make sense, but yeah. The next question is, do you support LGBT? Yes, I do support. I literally love everybody. I literally don't care what you identify as. I don't care who you like. I don't care what race you are. If you're nice to me, I'm being nice to you. If you respect me, I'm gonna respect you. Like, it's just like that. I don't really judge people. There's no reason to judge people. Everybody's human. Yeah. Next question is, favorite birthday memory? Probably, honestly, I would say it was this year, my 19th birthday. I have been asking for a MacBook for the longest time, y'all. Like, probably like 2 or 3 years. Every birthday, every Christmas, I've been asking for a MacBook. And I finally got it on my 19th birthday, and it was like the best day ever. Like, that's all I ever wanted. My parents did me dirty though, let me tell y'all. So I go downstairs, right, on my birthday, and my dad's like, oh, like, here's your present. And you know, I'm already thinking it's a MacBook because I've been asking for it for so long. I literally told my parents, like, don't give me anything else, just give me a MacBook. Like, I don't care, you know. And so my dad was like, oh, like, here's your present. You know, my mom came home. I had to wait for my mom came home. She like worked that day. So she came home, and I'm opening my present, and it's a box. And I'm like, this isn't like a MacBook box. Like, what is going on? And so I open it, and inside is like a little paper, and it said, oh, like a Chromebook 13-inch or whatever. Basically the same Chromebook that I had. When I tell y'all, I was so disappointed. Like, I was grateful, but at the same time, like, I was so disappointed. Like, it's the same computer that I had, like, you know. And so we went to dinner, and like the whole time I'm thinking, like, oh, okay, it's okay, like, I could just buy my own MacBook. I had the money at the time to buy my own MacBook, but I was waiting to see if they would give it to me. And so we go to dinner, and I come back, and I'm getting ready to go to a friend's house. Well, ex-friend now, but I'm getting ready to go to her house. We're about to have like a little birthday celebration or whatever. And I go upstairs and get my bags, and then my parents are like, come down, like, we got cake to do. And I'm like, okay. I come down, and there's another present on the table, and I'm like, I already opened my presents. Like, what do you mean? I opened it, and it was a MacBook. And when I tell you, your girl started crying, she made her mom cry. I was so grateful. Like, it literally the best birthday ever. And not just because of that, but because, like I said, at the time I did have friends, and we went out and celebrated and stuff, and it was fun. The next question is, worst fear. Honestly, my worst fear is not being able to do the things that I want to do before I die, you know? Like, I feel like maybe everyone has that fear, but that's like one of my biggest fears. Like, I have a lot of goals. But like, you know, not being able to achieve those goals by the time I die is just the worst fear. Okay, this one's juicy. The next question is, first kiss story. Okay, let me tell y'all. So I was in ninth grade, and I used to ride the bus home from school. And so one day I was on the bus, and there was this guy, and he was in 8th grade. I was in ninth grade. Not that big of a difference, but you know. And I was texting people on like Messenger, on Facebook Messenger, and he was like looking over my shoulder. Like, he was in the next seat, but he was like looking to see what I was doing. And I was like, okay. And then he was like, oh, you got Messenger, and like slid his phone like towards me. And I was like, yeah. And then so I like started texting him and stuff after school. And then we ended up meeting up, and we used to always, so at this time, like, I didn't know how my parents would react to me like having a boyfriend, stuff like that, because, you know, I was so young, and he didn't know how his parents would react. We would always meet at this abandoned school And just this one time, you know, we're chilling at the park at the abandoned school. It was scary, but that was like the only place that we could like hang out in like secret, you know, because like we were young, we were dating, and we just didn't want anyone to know. We're hanging out at the abandoned school, and we were just sitting there. I was sitting on top of him, and he just like kissed me, and I was like,
and
oh, okay. But yeah, I have a lot of story times. So if you guys want me to tell some story times on this channel, like let me know, like give me some topics. I have story times for like everything. So yeah. Next question is tips on being an influencer. Only tip that I have is do not let other people ruin your dreams of being an influencer. You can be an influencer if you want to be an influencer. And along with that, like, make sure you're consistent. Okay, so if you're gonna do YouTube, make sure you're consistent on YouTube. If you're gonna do TikTok, make sure you're consistent on TikTok, stuff like that. Like, make sure that, you know, you're posting every day, or on YouTube, you know, every week. Make sure you have like a schedule, and it'll get you places. Okay, the next question is, sorry guys, I've been looking at my phone for the questions, so if I look down, I'm just looking at the questions. What would you do if you got $10 million? I have a feeling there's gonna be something about Panda Express. Y'all know me so well. Y'all know me, I love Panda. Literally, my one of my goals is to have Panda Express sponsor me or something like that. Like, that'd be so cool. But if I won $10 million, honestly, I would buy a house, I would buy a car, I would invest some, I would give some out to people in need, and then, you know, the rest of the money, I would just, you know, spend it on the people that I love, maybe save it. The next question is, what is your favorite color and what is your favorite animal? My favorite color is either black, or if y'all want to say black isn't like a color, then it's purple. And then my favorite animal is pandas. I love pandas, they're so cute. Next question is, do you want kids? So I have a little thing about like when I have kids and stuff. So if I have a girl first, I'm only having one kid. If I have a boy first, then I'll have another kid. I don't know why, it's just that's like my thinking on that. But yeah, I do want kids eventually, not now, of course, but eventually, yeah. Next question is, where are you from and what's your favorite hobby? It's hard to say like where I'm from. I was born in Texas, but being a military child, you know, you move around a lot. Every 3 to 6 years, you're moving around. So I never really had a place to be like, this is my home. But I was born in Texas and I'm back in Texas, so I'll always just say Texas. And then my favorite hobby would probably be like making TikToks, watching YouTube. Are those even hobbies? I'm gonna make them hobbies if they're not, but yeah, I used to draw a lot. I stopped drawing. I like art, stuff like that. Yeah. Okay, the last question is, do you have a bucket list for the summer? If so, I'd love for you to make a video giving suggestions. Honestly, I kind of do. I have things that I want to do. It's just I don't really have people to do them with, you know? But yeah, if you guys want a video on like a summer bucket list, I can definitely do that. Just let me know down below. Alright guys, well that is all of the questions that I have for today. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, comment some videos that you guys want me to do. I'm literally open to doing any types of videos, just whatever you guys want to see. So just comment some videos, let me know what you guys want to see. I have tons of video ideas written down, so whatever you guys comment, I'm pretty sure I could come up with something. Yeah, I'm going to try to post on this channel at least once every week. So you guys be ready for that. Make sure you subscribe, hit the bell so you guys know when I post, and
it's black and white.